It's a long day. It's a long day. Typically a very try to keep it an up-tempo start to most previews, but as if things could not get any worse, Chelsea are now without Cole Palmer ahead of our game against Arsenal due to illness. Yet another player absent due to illness. We've seen Robert Sanchez, we've seen Sterling, we've seen Chilwell, who arguably was the catalyst to this, whatever this strain, whatever this illness is that's going round of Cobham as of late. But I've never seen so many people ill since, 2021, whatever it would have been. It's been a good couple of months since we last saw back-to-back defeats, but following our result against Man City a few days ago, it looks likely that we're going to be seeing back-to-back defeats as we come up against an Arsenal side desperate to keep their title hopes alive. They beat Wolves the other day after their defeats to Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so they'll be out for blood, especially coming up against us. For Chelsea, the season is more or less over. However, if we can cause a disturbance and aid in Arsenal dropping points, it's always a plus. Is it likely? Probably not. But frankly, after the result on Saturday, my confidence levels regarding Chelsea have plummeted significantly. And many would argue, that's one competition. FA Cup, it's Man City. It wasn't Man City, was it? They were absolute dross. Terrible. We had chance after chance. I think that's why I'm so annoyed. Yes, European hopes are still alive, with West Ham dropping even more points this time against Crystal Palace. We are just 3 points off of 7th. We would be level on 6th if not for goal difference with Newcastle. But I must remind you that even after this match, we still have Aston Villa, we still have Tottenham, we still have West Ham, as well as games against relegation battling Nottingham Forest. And if anything of the past would suggest what would happen with that after our games against Burnley and Sheffield United respectively, I don't see those boding well, followed by Brighton and then Bournemouth on the final day. It's still all to play for, and even though we've got games in hand, it's by no means in our hands, as it would be with many other clubs. I understand I might sound overly negative. I really do, and I know I am being, but I think for me the disappointment doesn't come from the fact that we are out of the cup necessarily, but it's the way in which we got knocked out is pissing me off the most. I didn't come into that game. I didn't wake up that morning. I was chipper. I was happy. I was excited. But I didn't go into that game thinking we would win. But the fact that we came so close and arguably should have won, alongside the fact that we should have had a penalty, but I refuse to allow that to be the only reason we didn't win. It's utterly draining, utterly draining, especially at this stage of the season for us to lose in the fashion that we did. Again, yes, there are European hopes, but even the players must feel a heap of pressure, more than they have ever done, coming into the final stretch, of which the games are tough. Head-to-head against Arsenal, Chelsea won 2-0 at the Emirates in August of 2021, but that is our only victory in the last 9 meetings in all competitions. The Blues are in danger of losing back-to-back Premier League away games versus Arsenal for the first time since a run of 3 defeats at Highbury in 2001 and 2003. For Arsenal, they have won 12 of 16 Premier League home matches this season, drawing 2 and losing 2, but are in danger of losing consecutive top-flight home matches for the first time in 2 years. Arsenal have won 11 of their 13 league games in 2024, drawing 1 and losing 1. Mikel Arteta's side have kept 15 clean sheets in the league, at least 5 more than any other team. Bukayo Saka's penalty against Brighton is the only goal in the last 6 league appearances for the England international, having scored 7 in his previous 6 to start 2024. For Chelsea, a positive is, of course, coming into this game, we remain unbeaten in 8 Premier League games, winning 4, drawing 4, scoring at least twice in each of our previous 6, conceding God knows how many. We already know the record for that is absolutely abysmal. I think 52 goals this season, more than we did in the entirety of last season. We are vying to keep back-to-back top-flight clean sheets for the first time since a run of 3 in January and February of 2023. It's been that long. It has been that long. But Chelsea have not recorded one in any of our past 12 away league matches. That's 12 consecutive away games without a clean sheet. The Blues have conceded 27 Premier League away goals this term, our most after 15 games on the road since 1990-91 season. Away from home, we have drawn 3 consecutively in the Premier League for the first time since September of 2000. So many records broken, eh? Mauricio Pochettino has never won away in the league against Arsenal, drawing 4 and losing 3 of his 7 league visits to the Emirates Stadium with Southampton and Tottenham Hotspur. Cole Palmer, who is going to be absent most likely, is the 3rd player to score at least 20 goals in his debut Premier League season for Chelsea after, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank with 23 in 2000 to 2001, and Diego Costa with 20 in the 14-15 season. Team news, and Chelsea are likely to be, again, without Cole Palmer, who has been suffering with illness since Saturday's FA Cup defeat. We thought he seemed a little off, not completely himself, and that's not me making excuses for why he didn't score. Again, should have had a penalty for his free kick, but all the same, he is looking like he's going to be absent, which even strengthens the likelihood that we are going to get absolutely battered. Malo Gusto and Ben Chilwell will be assessed, with Christopher Nkunku, Robert Sanchez and Leslie Ugochukwu all having returned to light training. Predictions-wise, I bet you're all wondering where I'm going to go with this one. And listen, our record absolutely stinks against Arsenal as of late. Besides our draw earlier this season, we've lost the last 4, considering as well the fact that Arsenal haven't lost at home in 2024 in the league. It seems virtually impossible, especially given the potential absence of one Cole Palmer. And I don't mean to ring on and on and on and on and on and on and on as if he is the be-all and end-all, but let's not make let's not make a mistake about it. He has saved us this season. We wouldn't be where we are without Cole Palmer. So with them missing, down to illness, down to injury, down to hangover, it doesn't matter what he's missing by. He will be a miss, to say the least. I hate to say it, but I think we're going to get an absolute thumping here. I really do. Call me negative. And a lot of people will be like, but we've been so good in the Premier League. Okay. Okay. I will see. We will see. We will see. I hope to be truthfully. I hope that we are proven wrong, obviously. But going on from that game against City, and with our record against Arsenal, I can't see any positives coming into this game, especially with Cole Palmer missing. Typically, I have a little belief coming into most fixtures where you think, there's a chance. Who knows? But this, it's Arsenal's to lose. And if we win it, we'll be glorious, of course. But coming into this game, I am not putting myself in a position to allow myself any disappointment. It's the hope that kills you, as they say. And with the amount of missed opportunities the other day, I just can't see anything other than defeat here. And that kills me to say. It really does. But I think the cuts are still fresh. The bruises from Saturday will be sore, and Chelsea will not be prepared for this against an Arsenal side that will be looking to absolutely annihilate us. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Arsenal for this one. And I think that's the biggest defeat I've ever predicted on this channel, which goes to say, obviously, fickle-minded, who knows? But I just, yes, we've had our good run. Yes, we've done well in games. We've had City. We've beaten our Man United. We've done well against Newcastle, and but we've drawn against Burnley. We've drawn against Sheffield United. We've now lost during this good run. We've now lost a game. I just want to see how the boys bounce back from it, and in a place where we struggle. Even years ago, most recently, I mean, the fact that our last win against them was back in 2021. 2021, and even before then, I couldn't tell you the last time we won at the Emirates. Or 2019, I think it was. Tammy Abraham, maybe. I just... Every time I'm positive or hopeful that we can get a result, we fucking piss it up the wall anyway. So what's the point of me ever predicting we're going to win? It never fucking comes to fruition. And then when I predict we're going to lose, we end up doing something out of the ordinary. I'm not doing this on purpose to hope that we get something. I'm just being truthful. I don't see this going well. But with that said, let me know your predictions. Am I wrong? Am I being overly dramatic? Will we see something else? Tell me in the comments down below. With that said, my name is Harry. Thanks for watching. Up the Chelsea and peace.